Hello everyone, it's your buddy Svenrei here once again, coming at you with another Warframe Wednesday video. I'm coming at you, and in case you guys haven't noticed, I got my hands on Ash Prime. Took some work, took a lot of work, but it happened. Ash Prime is finally here. I will be playing a lot of missions on this guy. I look forward to playing him a lot. I found myself falling in love with Ash, and then they announced Ash Prime's coming out, and I got super hyped. Now all that's left, unfortunately I do not have the Vectus Prime to play with, but that is no biggie. I've got the Dread, I got the standard Vectus. I'm going to look to hunt the Carrier Prime down relatively quick here. But without further ado, I'm going to get right into it. The subject of today's video is comparing the standard Ash to Ash Prime. Now, Ash Prime is a significant upgrade over the standard Ash. He is definitely worth the work, in my opinion, despite the fact that the blueprint and the systems have had some difficulty dropping off their respective missions, which are Tower Defense Rotation C for the blueprint and Tower 3 Survival C for the systems. But anywho, all that aside, let's go ahead and get into why Ash Prime is, statistically speaking, a stronger Warframe than the standard Ash. Because why go through all the work if you're not going to get something stronger? Now, Ash Prime has 85 more base armor than Ash. He has 150, you can see the number right here, 150 compared to the standard 65. This is a big deal because this makes Ash Prime actually somewhat tanky. It makes him very strong, and yeah, I mean, why not bother? Why not have that extra armor? You know, you're quick, which we'll get into later. It's one of the improvements. You're extremely quick, and you're going to be tanky as well. That seems like the best of both worlds, and you can go invisible at any given time to start restoring your shields. He has 25%. He has 25 more base shields. So at rank 0, the standard Ash has 100, and Ash Prime has 125. Now that is not a huge increase, but it makes a big deal as you hit level 30. And if you were to throw redirection on him, if you're one of the people who plays Vitality and redirection, which I do on occasion, that is definitely a noticeable increase. It's 375 compared to 300 at rank 30. That's a 75 increase. That is a big deal. Now, the next difference and the final difference, he has a 0.05 increase to his sprint speed. Standard Ash was 1.15, and now he's a 1.20, in case, just to point it out, that's right there. Now, this is a big deal because this puts him up with both Novas and Mirage, if I'm not mistaken. This makes him only below Loki, and I think Vanguard Rhino, the Arcane Vanguard Rhino. And as far as sprint speed is concerned, that's a big deal because you're going to go even faster as Ash, which Ash was already pretty good at speed running. And yeah, that's pretty fun. Also, one of the things I like to note, this sick ponytail. Look at that. That is fantastic. A lot of people have noted that he takes after the samurai kind of look. I love his look. I love his look personally. A lot of people are really sick of the bug style helmets, especially with this little tube here. But I really like it. I think of it as a overextended chin guard, which is very samurai-esque actually. Especially the Orican part here, and oh my god, I am basically fangasming over this frame. In case you guys haven't noticed, I did not equip anything but the Edo chestplate. You guys know how much I love the Edo Prime armor. In case you guys haven't noticed, it's on all of my frames. But the reason I haven't done the guards, or the pauldrons, or the shin guards on Ash is because I want my Ash to look sleeker. Also, he already has the Orican Samurai looking arm guards. And you don't lose those if you were to put the Edo Prime stuff on, but let me show you what it looks like if you do. In case you guys haven't noticed, I've been using a different animation set for my frames. I use the Hydroid Noble, my personal preference, but everyone has their own Okay, so here, this is the standard. This is with Edo Prime. If you want him to look bulky, yeah, you can go for that. I mean, it makes sense. Ash Prime is kind of an off tank now, but in my personal preference, I prefer it without because I think the arms look bulky enough. That's my personal preference, but hey, you know what? To each their own. Everyone has their own likes for the frame. Anywho, we've covered the differences of Ash and Ash Prime. Ash Prime, in my opinion, is well worth the work. I love this frame to death. This is how he looks with the Immortal skin. You get to keep the armor, which is pretty sick. I might actually go and equip the Immortal skin. This is the default color scheme, though. So I did not change any of the colors. This is how you get Ash Standard. To show you the color combinations, the primary is influenced on the arm guards at the head. That is pretty sick. The secondary is the inner part. Tint color number 3 is the little ornate stuff here, and it looks like that affects your ponytail. Yes, it affects the lower bit of your ponytail. And tint color 4 is going to address the trim. That's good to know. So there you go. Those are the differences with Ash and Ash Prime. If you liked what you heard in this video, please consider leaving a like or dropping me a comment. I respond to every comment I can, and likes really do help this channel grow. If you want to see more of what I do Warframes Wednesdays and Fridays. It's my only recurring video series. I love this game to death. Please consider subscribing. That helps me out a whole lot. Anywho, this has been Sven. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.